In our discussion on increasing and decreasing functions, we looked at what happens to the curve as we move across from left to right. Clearly along this section, the curve is increasing. The gradient is positive, so dy dx is positive. Here the curve is decreasing, and this means that dy dx would be negative. And the same is true along here. On this final section, the curve is increasing, so dy dx would be positive. However, we can identify 3 points on this curve where neither is happening. The curve is neither increasing nor is it decreasing. These types of points are called turning points. Turning points are characterized by the fact that the curve is neither increasing nor decreasing, and the x-coordinates at which these points happen are often referred to as stationary values. At these turning points, the tangent to the curve is horizontal. We know that horizontal lines have a gradient of 0, and since dy dx is the gradient function for the curve, it follows that dy dx is equal to 0 at each of these turning points. Locating turning points on a curve is very important, and we can find the position of turning points on our curve by setting the gradient function dy dx equals to 0 and then solving.